Welcome back to Duda Dojo with RivalMind, where we teach you all things Duda. I'm Linnea, and today I'm going to teach you how to build an accordion in Duda. In this tutorial, we're going to cover how to add an accordion, edit the content, and customize the design. With that, let's begin. So I have an electrical services website that allows users to view my services and choose which projects they want to use. You can see I've already got this nice gallery set up, I have my header section, but I don't have something that displays all my services for them to see. One easy way to do that is to add an accordion to your website. Two ways to add an accordion. One is to right-click on the column, add, widget below, and then go to more widgets and search for an accordion. I prefer the drag and drop method, so I'll go over to this sidebar, search for accordion, and then just drag and drop it in there. Okay, so now I've got my accordion in my site. I can format the content and adjust the design. In this content section, the first thing you'll see is the items. You can adjust the titles and heading types of the titles. I'm going to put my service titles in here. So electricity, lighting issues, and custom projects. Great, I've got all my titles set up. If I want to change the H tag of a title, I can go in this title heading type and just choose whichever one I want. I'm going to leave it as an H3 for now. In this section, you can also adjust the description of each item by just deleting and highlighting and fixing your content there. Now that we have all of our items put together, you can adjust what is shown on your accordion. I'll drag it over so you can see a little better. So for this toggle switch, you can choose to show only a first item expanded. This means that when users land on your site and see your accordion, they'll be able to see the first description of the first FAQ. I'm going to toggle that off because I don't need them to see the description, I just need them to see the services. You can also choose to show only one item expanded versus letting users toggle down multiple switches at one time. I'm going to leave that checked on because I think it looks cleaner when you can only see one. There's also this final toggle switch that allows you to enable FAQ schema, which lets Google browse your FAQs and add them to their search page. I'm going to leave that off for now. I don't think I need it on my website. Now we can adjust the design of your accordion. First thing you can do is change the layout. Duda has a couple pre-formatted options for you to choose from here. I'm going to choose the one with the plus signs. You can choose whatever works best for your site. And then you can go and edit the title style. I like the text formatting, but the size is a little bit off, so I'm going to change it to 18 and change the color to blue. You can change the format, alignment, and text direction here, and also add a background color. I'm going to choose this light gray to your titles. You can also choose to add a bottom border. If I just select black right here, you can see a little border shows up underneath. This is helpful when you don't have a background color to distinguish your titles. But since I have a background color, I'm just going to leave this off for now. Now we can get into our description style. Click the drop down, and you can edit the text, and the font size, and the font color. I can't see the descriptions right now, so what I'm going to do is close out of my tab, and then go in, click the plus sign, and bring up a drop down. If it's giving you a bit of an issue, you can always click preview, and then hit the plus, and go back to editor. Then right-click on the accordion, choose Edit Design, and go back to Description Style. Great, now I can see what my changes are going to be doing to my actual accordion. I'm going to change my description style to be blue. I think it matches my site better. I'm not going to change my font format, but you can bold, underline, or italicize it. You can also edit the alignment and text direction. I like how mine looks, I'm not going to change that. Here you can add a background color to your description. I could add a gray that matches my titles, but I like it blank, so I'll just leave it empty. And you can add another border on the bottom. Change the color so you can see it better. I don't think mine needs a border, so I'll just drag that all the way down to 0. Now you can adjust how your icons look on your site. So right now they're adjusted as black. I'd rather have them be a blue. So I'll select this blue right here. You can also change the size of your icons, which will adjust the size of your accordion as a whole if they get too big. But I like to keep them around 15 pixels. Great. You can also add a background color to your icons. I'll add black so you can see what it does. It'll just add a basic square behind your image. You can change the spacing of your icons, make them bigger or smaller, and have rounded corners on that background color. But since I don't want a background color, I don't need any rounded corners, so I'll turn both of those off. And now we can adjust our frame style. Here you can adjust the background color of your frame. I'll turn it as black, which will adjust what's behind your description if there's no color and behind your title if there's no color. But since I've already formatted a title color, it won't show up there. I'm going to turn that off. I don't like the black. You can add a border to your frame. I'll do black again. And with this border, you can also do some rounded corners to match your website and adjust the spacing between your items. I like to have mine be about 15 pixels apart because it looks cleaner that way. You can also adjust the padding inside of your accordion with this space on sides slider. Slide it up, see what you like. I like it at 0 pixels, so I'll just leave it there. I don't think mine needs rounded corners or a border, so I'll just undo those. And there we go, we've got a beautiful accordion for our site. Thanks for joining us. If you're looking for other Duda tutorials, visit our channel below to view our library and leave us a comment about future tutorials that you'd like to see. I'm Linnea, this is Duda Dojo, and we'll see you next time.